Und sie speaking Deutsch in Norwegian.
So dringend.
Ah, Prost.
This is a strange happy birthday video, isn't it? Alright, in honor of Bastos Day, which is in honor of Kapitan Bastos' birthday, which... Is it still today? What's the time? Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell the story about how I triggered a nation and became the most famous vlogger from New Zealand in Norway. Shut up. Alrighty, so you're all painfully aware by now about the incident, the international incident that Bastos created by calling my country savages, by wanting everybody to know about the obscure little cheese planer that his country invented almost 100 years ago. And so he sent me one, which, because if I thought about it, I could have grabbed it. Doesn't matter. And the incident was created by not only making widespread fun of myself.
There's the cheese that you cut with a knife. Who does that?
On the internet, but that wasn't enough for Bastos. This is a strange happy birthday video, isn't it? It wasn't enough for Bastos. He posted that on the New Zealand Reddit page as well, and got a few cranky pants out of that. And so I did my response video just the other day and thought, I'll put that on the Norwayland page as well. And I came at it from a slightly different way, and you know, hashtag marketing, came up with a clever little title to draw people in, so they wouldn't be offended straight off. Dear Norway, am I using the Osterhovel correctly? That's the title. The reason I ask is that I took part in a hashtag Vinotost challenge on YouTube, and I got a lot of criticism about how I cut the cheese. The challenge creator, a very famous Oslo vlogger, posted a response on the New Zealand Reddit page calling my people savages, which caused quite the international incident. Friendship ended with Norway was a typical response. I think he felt bad about that, so for Norway's Father's Day he got his daughter to instead spend the money she would have spent on a present for him on an Osterhovel for me instead, so I could cut the cheese properly. It has finally arrived. I have done a video of me cutting the cheese with the Osterhovel while making some hashtag Vinotost. But after already having had the internet laugh at me, I have fears that I might be doing it wrong. Can you please comment? Also, please forgive my pronunciation of Norwegianese, German and English. Thank you, D-Man, Auckland, New Zealand. Not to be confused with Old Zealand. And then I posted the video. And I gotta say, when I did the video, there was only one Norwegian that I was trying to hashtag trigger. I had unexpectedly triggered a whole nation. That's the first comment. That was hard to watch. I made it a point of responding to all comments. Ost equals cheese, hovel equals planer. You're not supposed to cut the cheese, you are supposed to drag the hovel across the surface, the flat end down. Here's a great tutorial I found. It was actually a very useful tutorial, I have to say, because I still need to learn how to cut the cheese properly. Thank you. So it's this is my response. Thank you. So it's more like carpentry. Do you have the crackers as a snack, or is it like lunch? And this actually led to a very edifying conversation about Norwegians having crackers for breakfast or lunch, whereas we would have them as a snack. We wouldn't. I mainly eat crackers for breakfast or lunch. I use them to make an alternative to bread when I want something different. I guess you could eat it as a snack if you wanted it to. And I asked, is there a particular well-known brand in Norway? I'd like to see if I can get it down here, sincerely. This might seem ironic, but I buy crackers from Wassa, a Swedish brand. My fellow countrymen will never forgive me. Someone else said, forgive you for eating Swedish crisp bread? That's where I'm from. And it just went off about this and just love between the Norwegians and the Swedes, which I thought was really cool, and they had heard about sheep shagging jokes from New Zealand, but we don't have to talk about that. Snorrep You triggered Norwegians in so many ways here. This one, Sortek. No, you savage. Look at the John Cleese clip you used in your video. That's how you do it. And I just said, savage, thank you. Because it was the Monty Python guy, I thought he was joking around. I shall try again. And then there was a whole bunch of jibber jabber. I think it's German, where they're actually talking about this Reddit karma thing that I don't understand. Apparently you can trade it in for Reddit gold and buy bitcoins and Oosterhovels and stuff. Another one, my eyes! Looks like you've got the cutting part down pat. You're missing the fun part though. Now put your massacred cheese pieces on the sheep's head and use it as a handheld catapult. That was actually a pretty fun suggestion. Yeah, triggered, but in Norwegian. I'm new to Reddit, so instead of putting things in a thread, I kept adding comments that didn't actually link back to the original people, so that's a bit of a shame. There was a Kiwi in Norway who sort of gave the game away. Savage, mate. I'm sure you managed to convince a fair few that you were using it wrongly, not on purpose. Surprisingly though, Norwegians are really good with understanding dry Kiwi wit sauce. I'm a Kiwi living in Norway. Have you heard of brown cheese yet? I need to Google that still. And that led to an interesting conversation. Because I don't know any Norwegians, Norwaylands, Norways. I don't know any Norwegian. I don't know any of Bastos' people here in New Zealand, which is a shame. And this guy on Reddit's the only first I've heard of New Zealander living in Norway. There was someone that confessed, where is it, about being triggered. And your video got me so goddamn triggered, but then I realised it was a joke and I slowly cooled down. I don't know who this turkey is. Kapitan Bastos. Oh, he's that famous Oslo vlogger. He's probably Norway's most famous Norwegian vlogger now. This post got what's current views on it? Shivers. 1.3 thousand views, 1,300 views, 35 upvotes, which is pretty respectable seeing as it was going in the negatives to start with. 55 comments. This is just on Reddit, and I have to scroll and find Bastos' comment again. First of all, I haven't responded to this yet, I haven't had a chance. First of all, I must say I'm very happy to see the Oosterhovel has reached its destination and that the first recipient of this foreign aid now possesses the proper tool to slice the cheese. This marks a great day for all New Zealanders, for it's the beginning of a more civilised society with less savagery. Seeing you doing it wrong was slightly triggering. Slightly triggering? I must confess. But then I remembered a movie I once watched where a Coke bottle fell from the sky. That was called The Gods Must Be Crazy. I've seen that and more than once. Remember loving it, can't remember it now. I'm going to have to check it out again. Maybe we should live stream watching it together. In this video we just watched a Kiwi's first interaction with a great tool from a more advanced civilization. I'm sure that with proper guidance and a lot of patience on our part, this Kiwi will lead his nation on the right path, away from savagery and towards perfect slices of cheese every single time. Nice. I think while we're here, we should have a look at the Bastos' post. He's actually Bastos is the reason I'm on. Here it is on Reddit. He's far more of an adopter of these things. So he posted it 26 days ago. 14 comments. How many views has it had? Not many, if any. I can't. Doesn't tell me. What the heck did I just watch? Friendship ended with Norway. Oh, someone deleted their comment. I have to go push my daughter, break a leg. She's performing tonight. And it's so nice too. I live stream from this air couch last night. It was really good, but I haven't done the air in 3 days. It's pretty good. Right, if I rest that there. Where was I? Oh, I joined Reddit. I decided wasn't going to downvote. I was going to try and be positive wherever possible. Anyway, I don't understand this Reddit karma thing, but I've got, I'll show you that, 204 karma points, which I had 0 at the start, or something like that, because I'm new. That was my first post on Reddit, and that went really well. I've got to say, your people, Bastos, your Norwegian people are very polite for being triggered. They responded with respect, and we had some good banter going. I'm going to stay on the Norway page now and interact. Yeah, I mean, that could have gone so very different. The flow off is, I think you've heard that I've got a YouTube channel, and so 1,300 views of that Reddit thing, and I thought that the text alone was hilarious enough. But on my YouTube, I don't normally get that many views, just, you know, like 3 or 4. Oh yeah, so I'm just shy of 500 views in 5 days, and most of them were in the first 24 hours from Norway, and a few of them are you guys. All the comments are you guys. 1 thumbs down, so one Norwegian that probably didn't get the joke, that it was a joke. The amazing thing about this is to click through on a Reddit video, these guys had to sit through 7 minutes of my preamble and unboxing before they got to the triggering punchline of me misusing this beautiful present that was sent to me. I think that's amazing that they would hang in there so long. So again, Norway, you guys are amazing, and I feel very privileged to now be the most famous New Zealand vlogger in Norway. And if you haven't checked out your most famous Oslo vloggers site, if you're watching this, you should do that, Captain Bastos, and wish him a happy birthday while you're there. Vladimir middagen. I forgot to press record in the bit. Anyway, so if any Norwegian TV stations are watching this and want to fly me out to your country, Norway, to do a special on teaching savage vloggers how to plane the cheese, I'm down with that. It's winter there at the moment, isn't it? I'm down with that next year in the summertime. That'd be awesome.